Hello, hello, everyone. It has been, feels like a million years, and many lifetimes ago, since I last got on here doing a live. My life has changed so much since the last time I was posting. I feel like the world has changed, although I am less tapped in, knowing less things than even then. Been kind of in my own world. And yeah, happy Lionsgate portal. Happy manifestation to the maximum amplification day. Oh man. And you know, I was born in 88. Hello. And man, that's like double the number and power and energy amplified in the number 8, which is all about like karma and passion and self-mastery and discipline in certain aspects. And yeah, it's quite it's about power too. There's many elements to it, and I feel all of that in my life, and no wonder I felt it amplified, right? Because I was born in 88. But yeah, today is a magnificent day. I'm really curious to hear what all people have been doing. You may not even know of such a thing called Lionsgate, and that it's a portal that opens every single year. Today is a very important day to redefine, realign, refocus, reset your intentions, what you are calling in, manifesting, what you want, what your desires are, right? But from a soul place, right? This Lionsgate is all about our leadership and stepping into that role with confidence, with clarity of what we're here to do, what our purpose is. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are like, oh yeah, manifestation, just like here's some affirmations and just think about it, visualize it. That's not enough, guys. That's not truly how you manifest. That's like kind of playing around with the idea of manifestation, but that's not true manifestation in its fullest expression. Manifestation, true manifestation that creates magical, absolutely magical results is when we connect to our 5 senses while manifesting. So beyond just, you know, a mantra and affirmations of our invocation of what we are speaking into existence, into this reality, calling in and visualizing what it is that we're wanting. But if we go a step further and bring in our 5 senses, that is true manifestation. So not only are we going to want to envision seeing this place in our mind's eye, right? But once we have this thing that we're wanting, whatever it is, you could be calling in. I'm sorry about the cars driving by, but if it's noisy and you can't hear me every now and then, luckily it's not a super busy street. But if you're wanting to call in a partner, or maybe it's like a certain amount of money into your bank account, it's beyond just seeing like that money in your bank account, right? Or that person, which when we're manifesting, we're never manifesting a specific person in mind. It's always the one that's in your best and highest good. Because if we're begging and like feel like we don't have this thing, we're desperate, that is the frequency and energy of what we are calling in. We have to be at the energy and frequency of what we want. So if you're coming from a place of desperation, I would do some grounding and really try and live in that space where you have that thing in the future, collapsing timelines and bringing it to you in the present, feeling into that. Like, okay, if I were to have these things, like, how would I feel in my body? How would I talk? How would, like, where are my emotions? How would I feel in that space that I'm trying to manifest in? How would I feel if I have all of this money? Right? $1 million in my bank account. How would that make me feel? Man, I'd feel fucking relaxed. I'd feel joy, gratitude. That's another piece. Being in a state of gratitude is like one of the highest vibe and frequencies that we can connect with when we're manifesting, because we just don't want constantly, like, give me this, I deserve this. It's like, yes, you do, but are you grateful for what you have? And are you grateful for your experience in the journey, that it's going to be a lesson either way? Whether you receive it or not, you are meant to have whatever the universe gives you, right? And so can you be content and happy, grateful right now for your life and what you have been given thus far? Even if that thing doesn't come in, granted, we're still trying to call in and manifest that thing that we want, but gratitude is going to bring it even closer, okay? And so, yeah, if you had that $1 million or what have you in your bank account, whatever it is that you want, how would you feel? What would you be doing? Can you imagine you living in your space? Are you in luxurious clothing, soft clothing? Are you comfortable? Are you maybe in a bikini in cold water? Maybe you're on vacation in Greece. Maybe, you are calling in a baby and you are in your baby's room holding your baby, okay? All of these elements. So what you can see, right? What you can feel, are there textures around? Like literally feel aesthetically, externally, I mean, but also feeling emotionally. What are you feeling emotionally? Are you feeling pride, gratitude, love, expansiveness, calm, safety, stress-free energy, right? Excited for your days, feeling in your power and purpose and pleasure. What are you experiencing in that space? And then what do you smell there? Are you burning like certain kind of candles? For me, it was like I was smelling a simmering pot for abundance, bringing that in to my home, right? I was imagining my home in the Redwoods with my simmering pot, walking around barefoot on mossy ground outside. I was smelling the pine needles from the redwoods, feeling the cool, almost wet moss, so soft and supple under my feet, right? Running around pretty much naked, because that's what I always want to be doing. Foraging in the forest, gathering herbs, medicinal plants, right, that I'm using in my simmering pot at the house that smells so lovely, right? And then what do you taste also? I just imagine I was drinking my own tea of medicinal herbs that I had created a concoction of, right? Or a tea of. And so pulling in all of those senses and then going to that state of gratitude. What up, MJ? Happy Lionsgate, dude. Glad you're here. So yeah, what the hell are you calling in? Is it in alignment? Good morning. Is it in alignment with what your soul wants and feels its truth and purposes. Your soul truth, your soul purpose, your soul mission. That's what this Lionsgate is about. It's probably more narrowed down and specific than we've ever had it, but that's also because we have the sturgeon moon tomorrow, the full moon. Some people are going to say it's today. It's not, it's tomorrow. But we're already feeling the effects of it. We feel the effects of the full moon the day before and the day after the full moon. So for 3 days, we're going to feel that, the amplification of the Aquarius full moon, and then Sirius being like right there, right? Our sun, not our sun, but like our night star in the sky of our closest galaxy in connection with Lionsgate, right? So it's like we have all of these elements. It feels way more hardcore, way more focused, not even focused, laser focused than it's ever been. This year is really requiring and asking, inviting us to lean into the opportunity that we're being given, the invitation we're being given to be the change we want to see and inspire that change in others, to bring about that change in ourselves, which then helps others. But what is the charge that we're leading from a place of soul truth? And just getting really clear on that and calling that in, knowing that you are worthy and that you deserve every bit of it. I did a pleasure practice today, and Layla Martin's 4-day free workshop, your erotic, call it, what is it called? Erotic future. That's not what it is, but I'll put it in the description below. Hello, love. And yeah, it was great. There were literally thousands of women that we all did sex magic together to call in the thing that we're wanting. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. Right? And Layla Martin's known as like the head mistress of sex, or of, just the body of being connected with your own sexual power and in relationship, and what that means and how powerful of a force it can be when it is healed, balanced, clear, has a purpose, right? It's not just like, oh, I'm here to get off and like do all of these things. That's not what it's about. It's about channeling that energy with intention, right? Knowing that sexual life force energy is the strongest, most potent, magical energy there is. Right? And there's a reason why a lot of us are blocked or have certain trauma from sexual experiences or abuse, many things. The church, religion. And it's about working through that so you can utilize that divine, blissful energy to call in that pleasure and that bliss into your life, knowing that anything you do in life can be pleasurable and blissful. But you have to change your perspective to it and about your own